What's up, guys? It's Midwest Raider coming at you with another video for my channel. So today I have a really cool video on a sound system, an array speaker from AKUSTIK, a different company that I've never ever used before. I wanted to go ahead and take a chance, bring it to you guys. I didn't see any videos out there on this, so I'm gonna probably be the first one to bring it to you guys. Just like I always do, bringing you guys valued equipment, DJ equipment that's out there, not widely used, but is it good? Is it not? I'm not sure. Let's find out. So take the journey with me and let's check out this AKUSTIK array speaker and check it out. So let's first start with, I'm DJ Martini Midwest Raider. DJ Martini services on Facebook and DJMartiniMidwest.com. Check them out. I just want to thank all my likes, all my subscribers, everybody checking out Midwest Raider. I appreciate everybody, guys, so thank you. I'm just building my channel the right way, slowly but surely, with great fans that give me great feedback, so thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get into this AKUSTIK, and I have some mixed thoughts, so let's talk about it. All right, guys, so what you're going to get here is the AKUSTIK speaker box, they call it, and it's the EP24378 right here. Get that, there we go, to focus. You're going to get this little manual. There's the AKUSTIK label. You can see that it came in that box right behind me. So you're going to get some basic instructions, a little couple page manual, which is actually not too bad. You can definitely see it's foreign, but it is in English, and it's all there. I'm actually wondering where these would be made, but it doesn't say on there. But other than that, so guys, like I said, I have mixed thoughts on this, but you're definitely going to get a few things. You're going to get a subwoofer, a column speaker, the power, AC adapter, instructions, a remote. You're actually going to get two remotes, and we'll talk about that in a second. And you're going to get two bags, and we'll talk about those as well. So I took a chance on this. It's this AKUSTIK array speaker is what I'll call it, or AKUSTIK, or I'll call it a towers type speaker with a 8-inch subwoofer on the bottom, and then it has four, I believe 2-inch tweeters up top. And I'll kind of show you what I think about it, guys. So like I said, I'm kind of torn on this one, guys. It's the first one that I've had where I'm kind of torn, but we'll get your guys' thoughts as well, but let's get into it. So like I said, you're going to get all those things, and we'll go into this. So you're going to get some bags with it. So even with the speaker, you're going to get some bags, which is a nice thought. The bags are very, very cheap, I would say. I don't know how well they're going to put up with the rigmarole of DJ life, but this is the bag you're going to get right here, and it's not going to come like this in the box. You're gonna have to take the bags out, and everything will be in styrofoam and all that kind of stuff. But here's the bag. You can see it's not very thick. There's not really hardly any padding on here. The zippers, I would say, the first thing that's gonna go. I'm gonna set that down right here. And then here are the array speakers, and we're gonna get into that. But I don't know if you can hear that, but there's something rattling in there. This is brand new. So not too happy about that. This actually has something rattling in it too. And then this is the actual middle, or actually the column speaker. Now these actually look good. There's a little bit of weight to this, not as much as some of the other speakers that, you know, I have, like some other Pro Rec stuff, and I have some LD, and these definitely don't weigh as much, but they do have some weight, and like I said, 2-inch for tweeters, I would say. But it actually looks pretty nice, so I'll give it some props there. So we have those three pieces, and then you're going to have your subwoofer. Once again, it comes with a little cloth cover. I wouldn't call it a bag, but it's a cover. It's got some Velcro on the back. It fits very tight, but it's just a little, I would say this is like canvas type material. Like I said, pretty cheaply constructed with a Velcro on the back. It does go on. It will cover your equipment, give it some protection. So once again, I'll give them some props for doing that. So we have that. Like I said, you have your cover for your sub, and then this is the bag. You can see the inside, but it's super thin, guys. So I don't know how much protecting it's going to do, but like I said, it's the thought that counts. and you have a bag at least for it. So let me bring you up the sub here, and I'll actually probably take the camera down and get closer to this thing, but have it plugged in here, guys. All right, so this is the AKUSTIK. It actually looks pretty professional, actually. It's got an 8-inch sub once again. They're claiming, I was gonna say, did I just hear something? Sounds like there might be something in there, but it does have a little port on the bottom. It's 8-inch subwoofer. The only thing I didn't like is, if you can see on the inside, there's some kind of little chip on there, and we'll talk about what I think that is. But rubber feet, all plastic construction, and you know, it looks good, but it definitely feels a little cheap. We'll talk about that. So those are all the pieces you're going to get. And let's talk about what the speaker does and what are all the options on it. And I'm going to take you in closer for that. So here's a look at the actual subwoofer itself. 8-inch sub. They're claiming 450 watts. Like I said, I paid $300 for this, so it does have a nice little, I would call it like a mixer setup here. Here's your upper connection here, and then you're going to have your inputs here. So you have your mic. You have, they call it a guitar input, a line in, an aux in, which is a 3.5 millimeter jack, which is actually pretty cool. A line in that's just a single quarter jack. So you definitely would need some adapters if you're going to use a single quarter jack. So, but I do like that they have levels for each line. So you have your mic level, your guitar level, which would be for your inputs. You're going to have a you know, volume, gain, whatever you want to call it, for your line level. You have treble and bass, which do work actually pretty decently, which I was surprised. Then it's going to give you a hertz level, but we'll talk about that. And then you have your sub volume there and your master volume there. You also have a USB port, which does work. And you have an SD card slot, which does work. I tested them both, and you'll have a nice little LED display, pretty common on most of these things, to have that, and it works, you know, well. So you can throw a little 32 gig USB card in, let it play, and you can have some little controls here as well. This also does have Bluetooth. I did connect to it, and it did work. So nice little feature to have Bluetooth as well. So we're going to go ahead and go to the back of this, and basically you have an LED switch for your lights and little information down there, so you can see what they're claiming over here. 8-inch sub, 4x2x5, two-way active full range, 8-inch subwoofer, 2.5-inch tweeters, and then 450 watts. They're saying the peak power is, yeah, that 4 ohms, and you can see a little bit more of the statistics there, specs. So that's what they got. So at least they actually include that on there, which is nice. Other than that, this is the model number again. And so it does have some nice little features on there. So we're going to go ahead and turn around. I'm going to go ahead and finishing this video up with the AKUSTIK EP24378. It is a Chinese made speaker from China. Will take you 10 to 12 days to get it. I did order it from Amazon, and it will cost you about $300. So it is a value speaker, as in the point that it is only $300, and it's not the best, but it definitely can get some things done for you, and does have some cool features, which we'll talk about to finish this video up. So I will give you guys a sound test. I will give you my overall thoughts, and I will compare them just a little bit with as a little bonus feature with some other array speakers that I have behind me. So let's finish up with the speaker. I showed you all the details. We do know that it's a Chinese made speaker from the label on the side and from the box that I found. I didn't see anything on the instructions, but it does say on the box and the label. The coolest feature on the speaker, guys, is of course this speaker has lights, which is awesome, and I will give it props for that. It's a total cool factor that you really don't see on these types of speakers, and I definitely want to bring it to you, and that's why I purchased this speaker, is because it has lights and it does bring that cool factor that will give your crowd or your audience a pretty cool feeling seeing the lights on the speaker. So with the click of the button, you can turn the speakers into little light displays, which is very, very cool. You can change them around a little bit as well. You can put the lights both up on the top, so you kind of have a light bar here, and then you have the speaker on the bottom, or you can have the speakers in the middle like I have it here, which I think is probably the best format, because you really want the speakers, the tweeters, or in this case I really think they're full range speakers, a little bit more elevated, so they can, you know, project the sound a little bit better. Now they do say these are 2.5 inch tweeters, but I really think they're more full range in my opinion. And then you have a woofer down, and I'll call it a woofer because I don't believe it's a true subwoofer. You just don't really get the sub type bass from the speaker. That's my biggest downfall on the speaker, is that the bass is kind of subpar for me. It could do better. You do get some tones with certain songs, but you just don't get that sub bass quality that you're looking for. Compared to some of these other arrays behind me, it just doesn't do it justice, and I really think that you would have to take a subwoofer with you if you want to use these for a dance gig. You just don't have the sub levels that you need with this speaker. So my biggest downfall. But my biggest highlight is, of course, these lights are fantastic, guys. They're bright, they're cool, they're, you know, I've never seen anything like this. So I think it's very, very cool on this level. The speaker, like I said, for other positives is Bluetooth, so it's very, very easy to connect to Bluetooth. It does have that 3.5 millimeter jack to be able to hook up easily to a laptop or a tablet or your phone. So that is cool. It does have gain levels, bass and treble levels for every input. I wish it did have XLRs or quarter jack inputs like left and right, so you could easily hook it up to a mixer. But with an adapter cable, you can get that done as well, but you will just have to purchase an adapter cable. Other than that, guys, I will give you guys a quick sound test. Put some headphones on, listen to it, tell me what you guys think. But you know, I think it is decent sounding with the highs and the mids, but you just don't get those lows that I'm really looking for. So let's go ahead and give you a sound test and check it out. Alright guys, so I just had to give you a little bit more sound so you can see that graphic equalizer effect. The lights will go all the way up to the top at high volumes, but it is a very, very cool effect. You can use that with every color as well, so you can use it with white or blue or whatever color you're looking for. Definitely very cool. You can adjust some of the light coloring too, like white. If you hit the color on that, you can kind of change it to a different tone. It doesn't work with every color, but you can kind of play around with it a little bit and get a little bit of different color variations. Very, very cool, guys. If you're buying the speaker, I honestly think you're buying it for the cool factor of the lights. You're not going to buy the speaker for the sound quality. Now, that's unfortunate, but the cool factor of the lights is pretty sweet. I've never seen a speaker like this, so I'm pretty glad to bring it to you guys. I haven't done a speaker video in a while, so it's cool to bring you guys something a little bit different, especially since I didn't see any videos on this, so I'm probably one of the first persons to bring you a video on the AKUSTIK EP24378. In my opinion, it is an okay speaker, but very, very cool technology with the lights, guys. Compared to other speakers like the ProRec Party 10 or the LD Maui Go, of course, my go-to is the LD Maui Go, which has tremendous sound and also great bass. I never have to bring a subwoofer with that system. It sounds fantastic and it's very portable and awesome. It has excellent quality bags. I've never had to worry about, and it protects the speaker very well as well. So, you know, top of the line there with the LDs in my opinion. The ProRec Party 10's also a great speaker. The subwoofer sounds with that 10 brings an actual bass quality to it. It has 2.5 inch full range speakers in it as well that sound great. It does have a little bit of height speaker wise over this because the speakers end right here and the speakers go all the way up to the top up here. So it does have a very good sound to it as well. And at the price point at $239 or $230, it's a pretty good price point as well. Of course, it doesn't have any lights, but it is far superior on sound with the subs, and the highs and mids and lows all go together very well. It has some pretty decent volume as well. When we come back to the AKUSTIK, it's just lacking on the bass. The bass to me is really, really hurting the speaker. Also, the quality control on the speaker affected my opinion of this speaker because, you know, it shouldn't have things rattling inside of it. It looks pretty decent, but it just feels a little cheaply made. So you kind of wonder the longevity you're gonna get out of it. So far, so good. When I connected it, everything worked. There was no issues. Remote controls worked. Everything was working as it's supposed to. So far, so good. But I'm just kind of wondering what'll happen is when you start, bumping this on, you're throwing it in your car, doing kind of things. Is it really gig worthy? Will be my final conclusion to see how long this speaker lasts. Other than that, guys, could you use this for gigging? Yes, you can. You definitely have the highs and the mids to get it done. You definitely have the volume as well. You definitely get some headroom with it. But you're absolutely going to need a subwoofer, in my opinion, with this speaker. Even if you had two of them, you're going to need a subwoofer with you. Now, if you're using it for dancing, absolutely need a sub. If you're going to use it for background music, you might be able to get away with not having a subwoofer, but in my opinion, I would still want one, but you could get away with it if you're just going to use it for background music and you're not really going to have any dancing. Other than that, guys, I think that's about it. At the price point at $300, still pretty valued speaker, I would say. It could be also good for announcements as well. It has a little bit of bass with the microphone, but you can get away with it. I'll demonstrate real quick. Mic check 1 2 3 4. So I definitely have the volume up there, and this isn't the greatest microphone. Mic check 1 2 3 4. So that was a little bit better, but I had the volume up really high before. But with a really good quality microphone, that's just my trusty old Radio Shack mic. But with a pretty quality microphone, you're actually going to get some decent sound out of this. I have tested it with a different microphone, and it did sound pretty good. So you can get some announcements out of it as well. So it could be, you know, a total package for a DJ speaker if it just had that bass and low end, and I was totally positive on the quality control of the speaker and how long it's going to last. You know, it could be an actually pretty good speaker. With the lights, it would make it a really cool factor about the speaker. So other than that, guys, I think that's about it. It's like I said, it's been a while since I brought you a speaker, so it's good to bring you guys one again. Like I said, I haven't seen a lot of videos on this, so it's good that I could be one of the first people to bring you this video on the AKUSTIK EP24378, which is a tower speaker, $300. They're calling it an array speaker, 450 watts, debatable, but definitely can get the job done if you bring a couple extra things with you. If you bring a sub with you for dancing, it'll make it. And if you just probably take care of it a little bit more than you would other speakers, I guess you could probably you know, baby this thing along, like I said, for make it last a little bit long for you. So other than that, would I buy it again? I think I would, guys, just because I've never seen a speaker with lights like that before. Very, very cool, guys. The cool factor is definitely there. For sound quality, though, if you guys not worried about lights at all, if that doesn't interest you, then I would probably go with something more like the ProRec Party 10, which has, you know, the best of both worlds. It has a subwoofer that sounds pretty good, and it also has highs and mids that will go along with it. Or if you really want to, you know, have a reliable, totally very, very cool speaker that will last you a long time, the LD Maui Go is definitely a go-to every time I'm thinking about doing a gig. So that's about it, guys. I wanted to bring you this speaker from AKUSTIK. Let's just go over it one last time. It is a $300 450 watt speaker. It is right around 6 foot tall. Does have the 2.5-inch 4 drivers, which are more full range, but they're calling them tweeters. Does have a remote control for your USB. Will come with a power cord. Will come with a 8-inch sub, which acts more like a woofer in my opinion. Is Bluetooth. Does have pretty good connections on it. You will be able to get some stuff done with it. Does come with some bags for all the sleeves. And let me show you that really too quick before I let you guys go. I will shut her down. But it is very easy to take apart, guys. They just pop right out, guys. And you would throw those in your bag that it comes with. You have a sub cover as well. That last one sticks a little bit. And then you would just put your cover on your speaker. A little Velcro on the back and it covers it. So it is quite portable as well, at about 30 pounds. Definitely light, possibly one of the lightest ones that I've had. And also these are all very light, including the actual speakers. They do have a little weight, but compared to some other ones, these are all very light. So this whole package is very light. So if you're actually looking for something very, very light with some decent sound, this is actually a pretty good little package. Like I said, if you're not worried about bass at all though, or if you already have a subwoofer that you like to take with you anyways all the time, then this is going to actually have a cool factor with the lights, have good highs, mid-range, so it's going to have you there. And you know, like I said, it's a pretty decent speaker. Now there's definitely a lot of speakers at the price point of $300 that are going to be better than this, but like I said, the reason why you're going to buy this speaker is for the lights, guys. So if you guys are interested in having lights in your speaker and you want to carry a subwoofer with you as well, these are your choice. So thank you very much for tuning in. I thought I'd bring you a new speaker with this AKUSTIK speaker. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. You know, would the lights be enough for you guys to pick the speaker up with everything I've told you guys? You guys let me know. Midwest Raider guys, and DJ Martini Midwest, DJ Martini Services on Facebook. Check them all out. Thank you guys. Please like, subscribe, share. It's good to bring you guys a new speaker. And what's up, guys? One quick added note that I wanted to add to this video is when I say gigging purposes, I probably would only use it for 50 to 75 people. I think that's about the limit you're going to be at, even with a subwoofer. So 50 to 75 people, small gigs, small venue, and unless you are up on a stage where you got these speakers elevated a little bit, you might be able to do a little bit more, but I think that would be pushing it. But 50 to 75 people is where I'm at, and I just wanted to add that quick note in there. I thought it was important. So thank you guys.